He's one of those guys. He's one of those villains. He is that nigga. When they talk about, oh, who's him? Is he him? Yeah, Dr. Doom is that guy. So it's like, yo, we wanted to see like a fresh like take on Dr. Doom as Dr. Doom is supposed to be, right? Look at this fucking image that my man Robert Downey Jr. posted on his Instagram. Trading in one mask for another, yo. So if you guys don't know, San Diego Comic-Con was last weekend, right? And my man Robert Downey Jr. pulled up with the Dr. Doom mask in all green, dripped out, gold chain, looking like Flavor Flav. And he's announced him, Kevin Feige, and the Russo brother, like he's going to be Dr. Doom. And we're all like, yo, wait, what? Like, first off, it's like the shock of just seeing Robert Downey Jr. actually back in the fold. A couple of weeks ago, maybe the week before last weekend, we started to see rumors, and I started to see rumors myself, that Robert Downey Jr. was going to come back to the MCU as Dr. Doom. And I wasn't for it then. I was like, nah, like, I didn't want to cheapen the death and the sacrifice that Tony made for this timeline, number one. Number two, I almost felt like Robert Downey Jr. like put the mantle down. Like, I feel like his jersey is in the rafters. Like, he's a legend in the MCU, right? It's like he couldn't play anybody else, right? And I still kind of feel that way. I still kind of feel that way, even though I am excited. You know, I'm a little excited. I can't lie. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm a regular ass human being. It's like I'm allowed to flip flop and like change shit. And you know, there is some shit. I can't even fucking talk. There is some shit that I will stand on. But you know, can I be allowed to grow? Can I be allowed to change? Just like you guys? I hope so. But yeah, at first I was like, yo, you know, and then Dr. Doom is like, he's one of those guys. He's one of those villains. He is that nigga. When they talk about, oh, who's him? Is he him? Yeah, Dr. Doom is that guy. So it's like, yo, we wanted to see like a fresh like take on Dr. Doom as Dr. Doom is supposed to be, right? We want to see Dr. Doom as a villain for the Fantastic Four, Victor Von Doom. I know a lot of people said they wanted Cillian or Cillian Murphy, however you pronounce his name, motherfucking Scarecrow from or Oppenheimer, right? They wanted to see him as Dr. Doom. I thought that would have been, you know, fire, cool. He really fucking smash actor. Anything that he does, he's fire. There was a couple of other people, but this is the route that Kevin Feige, the Russo brothers, like they want to go to, right? Now, is it a cheap move or is it a chess move, right? And some people could say both. Like, you know, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Robert Downey Jr. Avengers 5 return proves the number one Marvel rule fans have known for decades. This article, it probably says it, but I didn't even fucking read it. But this is from Screen Rant. So Robert Downey Jr. will be returning for Avengers Doomsday. That is the new name now. They got what's his name? Jonathan Majors. They got Kang the fuck up out of here. They cleaned up that whole Council of Kang. I don't even know what the fuck happened with these guys, but they're fucking out of here. Somebody must have blew up that stadium when they was fucking cheering and laughing and shit. But they got them niggas the fuck up out of here. It was like, there's too many of you black motherfuckers. We gotta get you guys out of here, all right? Avengers Doomsday, despite his most iconic MCU character being dead, which helps to prove one decade's old Marvel rule, this year's San Diego Comic-Con delivered the bombshell revelation that Robert Downey Jr. will be returning to the MCU as the iconic Marvel villain, Dr. Doom. He will do so in the next Avengers movie, which was also revealed to have been retitled from Avengers the Kang Dynasty to Avengers Doomsday, which is a fire ass name. Shout out to Doomsday from DC, though. They kind of swiped your name. Copyright infringement, but whatever. With the Russo brothers returning to the MCU, that's one of the things that I'm most excited about. Get those motherfuckers in here. Get to work. All right. On the one hand, Robert Downey Jr.'s return has sparked accusations that Marvel lacks creative ideas. On the other, his talent and star power cannot be overlooked in the context of an MCU that has recently failed to inspire much enthusiasm or profit. That's funny that they added that in there. From brand new characters, now that the Infinity Saga has come to an end, the truth, however, is that RDJ's return is to be entirely expected. I mean, yo, they kind of spitting facts. Now, can both be true? Can this be a cheap move because Disney is desperate and they're like, yo, like, we need to pick up the pieces. Like, this shit fumbled. Like, we thought we had our shit together. We thought we knew what the fuck we were doing. It was like, oh man, we could fucking take Shang-Chi. We could take fucking all these random Miss Marvel. Fucking, we could give Black Widow her own movie. We could do all of this shit. Oh, get fucking Hawkeye, Junior or whatever. All these little things, and like, yeah, we got this. Come on, we could give, yo, Agatha, you could get your own show. Like, we could do all of this shit. Like, they just started just making shit for no reason. Because I guess, like, when you on top of the world, when you the big dog, sometimes you feel like you could do whatever the fuck you want and you're gonna touch gold. But then sometimes that reality like slaps you in the mouth, maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody kind of gets to a humbling point, and I feel like this is a humbling point for Disney, Marvel, whatever you want to call it, because they started coming out with projects and it lacked quality writing. It felt like a lot of these projects were rushed. Some of the CGI was atrocious. Some of the directions, like, having Thor doing splits in the air and having like a weird ass sexual relationship with his fucking Stormbringer breaker, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, it was just like, it was all a little weird. There was so much weird shit going on. Having all of these writers and directors like not even read the comics or didn't even seem like they gave a shit about Marvel, and they just like making shit. It was like, yo, what the fuck? We might as well go back to fucking like 2005, like Fox back in the day. Um, so yeah, they have been fumbling, and it seems like now they're starting, like they're trying to pick up the pieces. Like, yo, things are trending way, way down, but now we need to get this shit like back up. We need to call in the big dogs. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Evans comes back. I wouldn't be surprised if they get the whole fucking Avengers and throw onto that the fucking X-Men and the Fantastic Four. It's like, not, they're trying to bring out the big guns. It does seem like it could be considered like, cheap. But then on the flip side, that's a big fucking chess move right there. To get Robert Downey Jr. to come back, like, who don't like fucking RDJ? He's a fucking amazing actor. I mean, as fucking Iron Man, of course, but think about all the other movies that he's been in, even since the MCU. Like, he literally is a fucking acting legend. He brought one of the come on, can we be real? Like, Iron Man, like, he was a cool character, but he wasn't like one of the most popular out of all of the Marvel characters. Like, we know the most popular characters: Spider-Man, Wolverine, Hulk. Like, come on, like, let's be real. Like, but when they say, oh, we gonna make an Iron Man movie, we like, all right, cool, we with it. Like, this the new Marvel, this the new Disney merger, or whatever the bullshit y'all want to call it. And Robert Downey Jr. brought that character to fucking life. Like, he is Tony Stark to a lot of us. Like, that's him, right? So we already know what his acting capabilities are, and we know what he can do as Doctor Doom. So, I will leave it up to you guys. I mean, again, I'm excited to see Robert Downey Jr. back to the MCU. Am I like, upset that Iron Man it could potentially be gone forever? Yeah, I mean, he was already dead anyway, so it was like, what the fuck, they gonna resurrect this nigga? Like, I mean, one thing in the comics, like, comic book characters, like, they don't really stay dead, do they? I mean, not really, but whatever. Um, but yeah, he died, and now he's gonna be back as a Doctor Doom. I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's a Doctor Doom variant. I don't know if he's Tony Stark that is now a Doctor Doom villain. Like, we'll talk about it. I got two comics that are pulled up that I've seen floating around. Like, oh, this is what they could base it off of, and we'll talk about it now. But it's weird, right?